Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Duluth. I'm Travis. We are here. It is Monday. I almost said Friday. With the best day of the week. It's Monday night.
It's Monday night. Monday Night Raw.
Can't believe they put a title on the Yeetster, but they did, so we got to deal with that for a bit. Hopefully it's not too long, but you can tell they did it for the kids. And like I say, every generation needs that, the kids guy.
Ooh, hit the music of the Yeets. The Yeeter is yeetin'. Oh, yeah. Thank you, P. Cola. I'm going to tell Travis that because he didn't know what happened to him. Walter's in the chat. Janelle is with us. Sophie. P. Cola is also with us. Chris O'Connor is with us tonight. Nice. All right, Walter says hi to both of us. Raw tonight, good wrestling. Okay, at 9 p.m. I'm going, but I'll be here Wednesday for EW after the bingo session.
Bingo was his name.
Janelle said hi. Sophie says Happy March 2 is scheduled to arrive on Netflix in March or April. Pico says, what it do, Gabbers? Sophie said this is the final 3-hour Raw until Jan.
Oh, so exciting.
Pico
it's like
says,
Christmas in a cup.
Right. Pico says, sad day for a couple spirits legends who had passed. As Chris says, rip to Pete Rose.
He can go in the Hall of Fame now. It's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, he definitely got screwed for that. Sophie says that Vince McMahon was meant for casual WWE fans or new fans. Chris says, sad rip Rose on the eve of Maestro's game 1 versus Tigers. We were about to fuck them up, baby. Let's go. October is here. No shit, Jey Uso added the blue hues to the IC title. It looks like WWF IC title. At least that's okay. Just like Rikishi has the title. So now we know Jey Uso daddy politicking for him to win title. BS. Nepo babies. Hello. Nepo babies. Piccolo says to Kimbo Matumbo. Was an NBA ambassador, died of brain cancer at 59. I figured he had to have died from something. I just hadn't had time to look it up. I saw a thing on it.
So
with the Pete Rose thing.
He came from Africa, and he was at Georgetown University.
Wasn't he the one that wanted to be a doctor and build hospitals in Africa or
He
something?
did build hospitals in Africa.
That's right, he did. He didn't become a doctor. Instead, he became a multi-million-dollar
basketball
player and
then
fucking built a whole bunch of hospitals in Africa.
Right, but he came here to go to medical school, and then the coach there
saw him.
at Georgetown's like,
why aren't you in basketball, sir? I don't know how to play basketball.
He didn't even know what a basketball was.
Well, let's get you started.
Well, you're tall enough to have a scholarship. Here you go.
And then he made himself famous. And he only moved his finger, too, because he didn't move his whole hand. It was like,
The finger wag.
Chris says, if it's for the kids, guy, then R-Truth should be IC champ. True. Let's see. Zalando Brown is in our chat. Hey, Zalando. How's it going?
Hello, Gutna.
Tomorrow is my birthday.
Oh, yeah.
That's cool. It's probably a lot of other people's birthdays, too. But happy birthday or early birthday to you for tomorrow. There's also a Monday Night Football game on tonight, if anybody cares.
Yeah, there's 2 of them on.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They put 2 of them on now. Because that's smart. They're like, you want to watch this one or this one? 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 That one or this one? This one or that one? This, that. Nobody knows. Chris says tomorrow will be history, though, as this is the first ever playoff game in any sport between Houston versus Detroit. In any sport. Chimichanga in the chat. Chimmy, good to see you tonight. Says, why not lose the title of Bad Blood pay-per-view?
Is it because Detroit kind of sucks at sports?
What? Detroit doesn't suck at sports.
It's kind of weird. I mean, Houston always had a decent basketball team in the Rockets. And the Bad Boys were dominant in basketball for a few years. And then you had the Big Ben championships.
And then the Astros cheated their way to the top.
That's different. Baseball...
You said sports. You didn't say a specific one.
Well, no, I'm just talking. I'm going through the sport. The Lions don't play in the playoffs, period.
I'm just teasing.
Houston has the Texans, but they used to have another team, the Oilers.
I'm just
but they're in
they're
in different divisions. And that's been the problem there too, right? And then Houston was in the National League, and Dallas Tigers or Detroit Tigers were in the American League. So the only time that it could have been happening is in a championship game or a baseball now. Over the last 10 years or whenever they changed it.
Pickle says, roll tide, by the way. Are we leapfrogging Texas to be number 1 in the nation?
Oh, yes. Well, Texas will get a couple losses this year anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Chris says, yes, Detroit sucks, but they only have skew ball, or as I like to call him, cue ball. I don't know what you want, dude, but you're just going to have to decide. I know it's hard for you. And my blankie is not very cozy warm. It's the slick side of the pillow.
Oh, he's going to be one of those champions.
Ugh. Chris says also it will be manager Joe Espada versus AJ Hinch, his mentor, so cheating is bound to happen on both sides. It's going to be an ugly game. The benches might clear.
Let it happen. Yeet. It's crazy that Detroit can even be in the playoffs. Their team sucked in baseball. Like the last 4 years or something. It's pretty impressive that they are decent.
He goes, I can't believe it's about to be October. Where
Yeah.
is this year gone? The older you get, the faster it just goes away.
It's less of a fraction of your life.
It's sad.
When you're 1, to get to 2, you have to double your lifespan. When you're 7, to get to 8, you have to go 1/6 of your lifespan. 1/7, whatever. And then 8 to 9. So that's why they take so long. But then when you're 25 to get to 26, it's 1/25. But then when you get into your 50s, it's 1/50th.
Right?
And then so on and so forth. When you're 90, it's just the next day. Yeet! Either that or time sped up and we're in a different timeline.
Maybe.
Because 2020 felt like it was yesterday. We started watching UFC. I don't feel like I've been watching UFC for 4 years. Almost 5. Maybe
Right.
5 in
February.
February.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like, what the fuck? It's a half a century. Or a half a, whatever it's called, decade.
He's still yakking out here. He's going to cry or something, I'm guessing. Chris says Jey Uso did it for Da Rock. He did it for the people. Good for him.
The people's champion.
This is lame as fuck.
Well, they're trying to
I'm
make
so glad that they're trying to make him relevant.
I don't know why they're
as
doing
a
this to Jay.
person,
This is
but
terrible.
whatever.
His left side is higher than his right side. His little hairline thing. His barber should be fired.
Maybe they went off the shape of his head and it's all weird on one side.
All right, who's this? Is this Braun? It's too bad Braun's still in. You know, what they should have done with Braun is just let this go. Because I don't think they're going to put it on him again, so it's just going to be where he just keeps losing.
Right? They're done with him.
Yeah, this
They're
is
like,
dumb.
we gave you your one chance, now we're putting it on him, so bye.
Because I'd rather have Braun be the champion. It makes more sense than a tag team guy.
True. Oh, let's see. Chris says, I read that one. Sophie said, how was your weekend?
I think it was good. I got asked that this morning too, and I was like, "Fuck, it was the weekend."
It was. Sorry.
Yeet.
Chris says they need to just have Omos come out and squash Jey Uso for IC title, LOL. Sophie says that was cute with Jey and his son in the beginning of Jey's entrance. I don't see Jey holding onto that championship that long. Chris says, yeah, Braun need to leave this behind him and have him focus on getting the Royal Rumble and winning it.
Yeah.
Piccolo says, I'd like to see Drip Kaiser as the #1 contender.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
I could do that, Piccolo. That sounds a good one. Put him on the IC title. Somebody who, you know, has been working towards some of that stuff.
Yeet. Now they're whatting. The United States Championship would be your family, dude.
Right.
Braun's gonna do something to him. He's a heel. On that night. Yeet! Oh, Jay. Disrespect. Oozing out of him.
Beat him up. Chris says, yep, Kaiser with a title can prove to Gunther as his successor. Sophie says there are a lot of potential Rumble winners, but it is too early to know who will win both the men's and women's Rumbles.
Now remember, Braun can run fast.
I don't know, but this is dumb.
This is part of wrestling. I like this stuff.
Where they're all nice to each other and shake hands like they're...
There's some dogs in Indiana. Ooze. He's got the crowd dogging for him.
Chris says Braun lost because he didn't break out the Steiner recliner.
Exactly.
Sophie says, do you think Gunther will lose the World Championship at the Rumble?
Let's see. No. They'll probably have him wrestle at Mania, maybe against Seth Rollins, and lose it there would be my guess. If they don't do Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. I mean, they could always put the title on Punk going into WrestleMania and then have Seth take it off Punk at Mania. I don't know.
Just have Gunther be a title holder.
Well, no. I mean, Gunther's better than that. That's the problem. You got your fight. Well, good. Now we get an old-ass man versus a nobody that should probably be let go if they break up the New Day.
It's true.
Because the New Day rocks. But,
not so much anymore, but...
Well, when they're independent, just get rid of them.
Walter wants Rey Mysterio to win it. Chris says, have you seen Dave Bautista lately? He got way smaller in size.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing a whole bunch of pearls, too, so I'm not sure what's going on with him. I think he got diddled.
Is he eating?
I think he got the diddle. Pickles like Seth appeared on SNF, I think, in Baltimore. I swear he's a Bears fan. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know anything about these people, so... Chris says, yeah, CM Punk versus Gunther feud is likely for Survivor Series, but I can see them drag out to Mania.
It's a weird one if they do that feud because it makes no sense. There's no reason for that feud when Seth's already built in for Gunther.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, literally.
Or Punk.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Could be either one because he kind of had some fighting words with Punk before he
Well,
was
he
gone.
doesn't like Punk
Yeah.
as a human being in real life. That's truth. Unless it was all kayfabe going back when Punk was even in AEW.
I doubt it. Leslie Pickles, like, do you often root for the Seahawks?
That's her team.
I do.
Me, never. I like Dave Craig.
It just depends. I mean, they are my team, but if they
Ricky
have a
Watters.
crap-ass quarterback, I probably won't care if they win or lose. And they're playing the Lions tonight, so
They're a pretty good team usually.
they are.
But the Lions are pretty damn good, too.
They are, and I'm kind of rooting for them a little bit.
The
I kind of
Lions?
want them to do really good this season.
I just want the Lions to go to the Super Bowl.
I know, right?
And win it.
I just want it. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I'm saying I'm kind of rooting for them this year. I'm like, come on, guys. That's all. But otherwise, yeah, the Seahawks are the team I usually go for.
That was a lot of running for no reason.
Yeah, he just did a whole bunch of things and got like 1 yard. It was pretty amazing. Chris says, unless it's a triple threat BS, Punk Gunther versus Seth at Mania because it will protect Punk from getting hurt, as Seth and Gunther will be wrestling most of the match. Well, and that's it. He's a liability. And I mean, he really is, too. Like, he is continuously
He's old, but he still
injured.
brings in fans, so they...
And that's what I don't care about that. I'm talking about in the ring. He's a liability. He's a liability in the ring for having matches because he gets hurt easily, and then you're done for. Basically.
Drew McIntyre's going to hurt him this weekend.
Right.
Dominik's going to be locked in a shark cage for the Danes.
Yeah.
A lot going on this weekend.
Chris says, yeah, but hate the Tigers, please, as their manager is a cheater. You know, I never watched baseball when I was younger and stuff. I didn't start really having or paying attention to baseball until I started dating Travis. And so I never really had a team. So I'm just a bandwagon team person. I jumped on the Giants bandwagon team.
They were really good
because
when we
I
first
don't
started
have... I don't watch it enough to be like, yeah, I really like that team. And so I just kind of have an idea of which ones not to like.
dating. Don't like that team. Like that, I just have certain rules. Always cheer against LA, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
And always cheer against New York, no matter what. Then from there, it just depends on who's playing who. She's trying to get in your pants. Have you seen Finn? Like a Daffafafafane?
I think they meant the Balor guy.
Not a Daffafafane? Because they're playing football.
True.
Oh, wow.
I don't know what happened there, but okay.
I just turned it.
Mm.
Raw's about to get really good over the next couple months.
Wow, that was a huge jump back.
Because I turned the channel.
I know.
The other one was fro.
I know. It's just funny. live issue. I wonder what he meant by that.
Oh, I just know that car's probably going to get ruined.
Oh, I hope not. The Lucha Lowrider.
You can get it right now. It's
From
made by
Mattel.
Mattel. So they might not ruin it until Mania.
Maybe not.
It's getting ruined, though.
Chris says, you know that's not Dom's car. Finn pulling the strings. That's why he's not there. Ravi's in the chat, says, what you guys saying? Nothing. Ravi, just words.
Oos.
Pickle says, how come McDonald's head is the same size as HBK's on the big-ass truck? I don't know. Look at the size of that noggin.
Sputnik.
Sputnik. Ravi's like, what's the big matches? I don't know. Supposedly this one's
Braun
so big.
Strowman versus Bronson Reed for the big man championship of the world.
Pickle's like, I mean, his shadow of his dome is what, a solar eclipse?
Yes.
Basically.
When it can blot out the sun and cool down the temperature, yes. He's the guy you want to go to the beach with. Because his head puts off a shadow and you can just get in the shadow so you don't get sunburned.
Chris says on Rampage this past Friday was Saraya versus Jamie Hayter. Damn, Saraya rack was so huge.
It is. She's got some craziness going on up there.
Was it bigger than it has been recently? Or
She is probably
or was she wearing something to accentuate said bigness?
I didn't order, but I won a Jackie Redmond autograph on that auction site.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, it's coming.
It's coming. It's going to be here.
Jackie Redmond. Before she's famous.
How much did that one for Zelina go?
It's not done for like two more days.
Oh, 2 more days. How high is it?
It was at 20.
Oh.
So we'll see what it goes for.
What did you put your top as?
I'm not going to go to their watch.
Just show me numbers with your hand.
Oh.
Okay. Chris says tomorrow NXT is in CW. Wow.
Wow.
Chris says on Rampage, I read that. And Piccolo says she was pile driven and a lot of the IWC was whining about it. Oh, because of her broken neck issues?
They whine about everything.
Okay, so Jamie Hayter, if she did what she was supposed to while she was gone and stayed fit and healthy, can hold her up enough to not hurt her.
Yeah, or lay her down quick enough to not hurt her either way.
Yeah. So.
Looks like the Dolphins are going with a third quarterback now. Yeah, it looks like he's hurt and he's hurt. Their starter and their backup are both hurt.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, that's him right there.
Ooh, bummer for them.
Yeah, I might have to turn it to a different game. This game's going to be a...
Yeah, the Dolphins are going to not do very good, I
Yeah.
guess. They forgot how to get quarterbacks.
Well, you don't go 3 deep. Who goes 3 deep?
I don't know. Somebody weirdos. Oh, Robbie's like, was it true that Elvis died on the John? He sure
I think so.
did, according to what they say.
I actually have a book that explains his death. I forgot. I was going to give that to my mom, too. Hey, that's that guy from Pitch Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, except for the TurboTax expert messes up your shit all the time. Better be careful. Get what you pay for. Pay less money, you get less expertise.
I feel like that's not true. Look, at Pete Rose signed...
Did you say that's actually true?
I said that's actually not true. I was joking. Pete Rose signed baseball's already up over 200 now. And this is a 10-minute bid.
Well, yeah, it's because he died today.
I know. Isn't that crazy? I could have got that yesterday for $30.
Man, could you imagine what it would have been worth?
Isn't that just funny? Now it's at 210. People are going to go crazy on that.
Oh, yeah, because he's dead. And not only that, but now it's basically he's going to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
so
he'll
it's
be a
going to
Hall
be
of
worth
Famer now.
even more.
Oh, there he goes.
He-
He's just taking off. He was like, see you guys.
Bye.
I can't throw the ball, so I'll run it.
Yeah, he forgot how to be he doesn't know how to be a quarterback. Pickle says, it looked like Tony Time pile driver. I suppose it's safe. They have to practice it enough and be able to lift the person and do what they need to do. And, you know, I look at it like this. Saraya knows. She knows the consequences if something goes wrong. So she's the one that's going to take the, you know, she's going to have to be the one that makes that decision if she's okay with going through with that. So, you know, and if she doesn't feel that it's safe, then she's probably going to say, no, I'm not doing that. We're not doing that move. You know? Robbie's like, Travis, was Pete Rose your baseball idol?
Not even close.
No.
Charlie Hustle. He's good, though. Don't get me wrong on that.
Pete Rose was just done kind of dirty with what they did and for how long they did it.
Okay. First of all, he made his bed. They didn't make his bed.
True.
He bet on games that he was managing.
I'm talking about how long they held it over his head.
They had to. The second that they undid the ban, he could have got a job as a manager. And he would have got a job as a manager.
Mm-hmm.
So they couldn't unban him. That's why I said, now that he's passed away, they can unban him because they don't have to worry about him being a manager.
Right. They could have stopped him from being a manager.
No, they can't.
I'm not stopping,
That's called
but
collusion.
there's no way that he would have been a manager in his 80s. He was 83 years old when he died.
Yeah.
There's no way that anybody would say, yeah, he has great decision-making skills right now.
He was pretty on top of it. I was surprised when you told me he died because he just talked the other week. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah. Pugel says, "LOL, we weren't alive, Ravi, while he was in his prime." Feels like, what? The Reds were dominant in the early 70s.
Yep, the big red machine. That team was so good, though. They had like Johnny Bench and Joe Morgan. That was a good team. Very good team. Could throw baseballs very fine. Hit them too. Pete Rose is like the guy. He's running around third, heading for home.
Mm-hmm.
And the catcher's dead.
He would just run into him.
Oh, fuck.
So he was a little dirty.
He would try to destroy their souls.
Mm-hmm.
And not only did he do it, but he'd do it in like all-star games. Like showcases and stuff. It was baseball. That's how you played baseball. It's fun watching those older guys because they respect the game, where the younger kids now, they don't care about the game. It's just a thing that pays them. So there's not a lot of respect for the game.
Right.
That's why there's bat flips and all sorts of shit. In the old days, flip a bat, and you're getting a 90-mile-an-hour fastball right in the ear.
Pickle says, man rocking the Jim Cornette shirt.
Yeah.
Is there one in the audience? Like off the main camera, or is he like behind the...
I don't know what a Jeff Cornette shirt looks like.
Jim Cornette?
I know Jim Cornette. I said it wrong. Toothpick in my mouth.
Oh. Oh no, he took his mask off. Oh.
Like we don't know what he looks like.
How rude.
I love it.
He was surprised. Oh, is it that guy in the corner?
Yeet.
He's like, sorry I took your mask off. So I guess they're trying to make Xavier a hill, but not really a hill. Yeah, okay, the guy in the corner. Okay. Why was he wearing such a mask that could come off so easily?
Because it's part of the script.
Oh, I see. He did it on purpose.
It was
He totally
an accident.
got some scissors out there and scissored them off.
They still got this girl on TV, huh?
Well, they can't have the other ones because they've been on their knees too long and broke them. So now she's got to do it.
Valkyria or whatever.
Yeah. Oh no, not all alone. Pickle's like Shane is an extra from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah.
Piccola, it's rude to call her a sir. It's not nice. Chris says Sonya. Piccola's like, Woods was right beside him. Yep. Chris says Sonya's so unrated. She need to be a champ. Maybe if they introduce the women's mid-card titles.
Yeah. I mean, if they pushed her right, they could definitely push her right into a championship. The women's division is so bad right now without the top women that it would be very easy to make anybody champion. Oh, yeah, Liv Morgan's champion.
Trash. I try to forget who the champions are, so I'm just kind of
Well, when they're nobodies.
who are the champions right now in the women's division? I'm like, okay, I know one because we just saw her a little while ago, but I'm like,
The other one?
who the fuck is the other one? Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I'm not like most.
it's gross.
She's wrestling Bailey at the pay-per-view.
Mm.
Both women's titles are on the line. One's in a shark cage. Well, just Dom, but still. Yeet. We go, V. Sounds like a camera. We go, V.
That sounds terrible. What's that for?
Obesity.
No,
The GoPro. The camera.
that would go V stuff. What's it
I just
for?
told you, obesity.
What?
Obesity!
It said not for obesity.
They just went through
It
the whole
said,
thing for
If
obesity.
you're this, then you shouldn't.
They said it's
Her
for...
painting's terrible. Oh my god. We don't have any internet, I guess. Oh wait, maybe we do have internet, but the chat disconnected.
Yeet.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, both games are playing.
Yeah, well, that's on. Maybe it's a YouTube problem. What did you say? Oh, successfully connected. Somebody said something. I don't know. Probably Chris. Chris made it go away. Thanks, Chris.
Throwing off the internet.
Oh, it disconnected again. I don't know if that's disconnecting, but the chat did.
Yeah, we haven't even dropped one frame.
Wonder why the chat's disconnecting then. Huh.
Don't know.
Hey, Piccola, if you can hear us, can you,
I'm sure you can hear us.
well, I understand, but,
Keep going.
oh, it came back up. Never mind. It's connected again. I just wanted to make sure if you guys could still hear us, because our chat's connecting and disconnecting. And so I was just making sure if Piccola, if you hear us, he would just Instagram message us real quick. But
That Pete Rose
I think
ball
we
went
got
for $370.
good God. It's a lot. Chris says, but I would call it already. Final Four Rumble. Sonya, Charlotte, Mandy Rose, Chelsea Green. You can interchange any one of them with Tiffany. She's not champ by then. Okay.
She won't be. I don't think they'll cash it in that soon.
I don't think so either.
Unless they
need
do
to
it
get
night
off-
one of Netflix.
And are they going to let her take it off of Naya?
Well, yeah, that's the feud.
I understand, but are they? See, that's the sign that they were showing. Now they're saying words with it this time.
PFR.
Yeah. It's FRP or RPF.
Cool.
To prepare yourselves. Supposedly it's the Lucha Bros thing, I think, or
Yeah,
somebody.
I don't know.
Piccolo says, my neighbor picked up a projector to watch movies outside. Nice. Chris says, yeah, that's Viking Raiders logo. Oh, the Viking Raiders logo. Okay. Piccolo says, and we watched OG Beetlejuice. We can hear you. Well, that's good.
Awesome.
The chat was being all stupid, so I just wanted to make sure.
Right in the cabeza.
Robbie says, I can still hear you. The chat not being on or off doesn't affect your sound. Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just wanted to know that because that way I can not be all weirded out if the chat disconnects. You earned it, man.
He's earning stuff. Yeet. Cause New Day rocks. Ugh. You can't dance to it and then say ugh. You're like ugh.
It's just because you want me to be all dancey with it.
You should be. It's a good dance song. Oh. Valkyra, or whatever her name is.
Pickle's like, Robbie, did you ever attend Oktoberfest? Yeah. Did you ever go to, like, Germany and do that? Just out of curiosity. Pickle's like, they would be amazeballs. What would be amazeballs? What did I say that would be amazing? What'd you say that would be amazeballs?
I don't know.
What would be amazeballs? What's they, Pickle? Who are they?
Going to drink alcohol?
I don't know. Chris says Rocktoberfest. So around here, they did an Oktoberfest in September because they're fucking retarded. Like the lamest thing you could possibly. Like the lamest. They're like, oh, hey, by the way, we're gonna do Oktoberfest in September. What the
I wanted
fuck
to
is
do
wrong
ours
with you people?
In June, called Junetober.
Yeah.
Because I'm cool.
Pickle's like going to Germany for the real deal. Pickle's like, no, that's right. What's right? Having Oktoberfest in September? Is that right? Is it supposed to be in September, not October?
This
Why?
should be a decent match.
The Zero around here has an Oktoberfest. And it's all around the bear at the zoo.
Did we get a new one? Didn't he die?
I don't know. They have other bears.
There's
They
more
don't
than
have
one
just
bear.
a grizzly bear, you know. They have like a couple black bears.
Did not know that.
Pickle's like, for some reason, it's done here in September. Have no clue why. I'm kind of curious, right? Like, why? I thought they always did it the first weekend or second weekend of October around here, but I guess
maybe it's based
not.
on the full moon, like Easter.
Oh, it could be. Could be. Chris says, why is Zoe acting like a baby face in a hill group? All smiles. Maybe she's trying to get fired. Although she probably doesn't want to be there anymore. Good for her. Peel's like, I'll look into it. Good research. Chris says, we have Renaissance Fest in November. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. I don't know. Robin's like, never been Germany, but been to a couple of venues for Oktoberfest in London before. Question, Robbie, was the Oktoberfest done in October, or do they do it in September? There's the crux of the issue of questioning. Give us all the answers now.
Right meow.
Hurry up. Right meow.
Pure Fusion Collective. The PSC.
Snoop Dogg knows things about rivalries. His rivalry stuff was with gangs, though.
Why do you think he would be a Pittsburgh fan? He's from Los Angeles.
Like, for real Los Angeles?
Yeah. Like Compton.
Why would he like any of them in California?
Because the Raiders were there at the time when
Maybe
he
he
was
likes
young.
the colors. Maybe he's a color guy. Maybe he picked the Steelers because it's the Cowboys versus the Steelers, and nobody would be caught dead picking the Cowboys. Except for diehard fans. But we
so
know
weird.
secretly deep down, they're like, that they're a fan.
Look, I'm going to rejoin
kidding.
the Cowboy Nation after Jerry Jones is gone.
Right? Like, I cannot wait till he dies and see what happens to it after that.
Just
He's
sell
old,
it.
it's fine. He's like, gotta be in his 80s.
Old people die, that's what they do.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You were like all cringy because I said he needs to like die. Like, you know, and you're like, oh, and it's like, he's old. It's fine. Like, he's lived a long, horrible life of being a jackass with his team. There's a special place for those kind of... No, I'm just kidding. Pico says the festival was originally held in October. Okay, so the festival was originally held in October, but was moved to September to take advantage of the better weather. The first Oktoberfest was held from October 12th to 17th in 1810 and ended with a horse race. Fuck yeah, that sounds way better than what they do now. Chris says it's laughable. Yanks BS playoff shorts say, we own the East. Fuck off, y'all don't own shit. My shows fuck y'all up every time. You're not in the East, Chris. You're in the middle. There's a difference.
They're in the West.
And I said they're in the middle of
I know they're in the West. They're in the AL West.
Right. I mean, I know for your baseball how they measure it, but I'm just going by if you just look at the map of the United, they're they're in the middle. I don't really consider them East. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are in the middle. But I know for baseball stuff, they have them like categories of how they
they have both Texas
them
teams in the West, which makes 0 sense.
That's fucking dumb. Why don't they have one in the West and one in the East?
So Houston,
where is the other one? Because Houston's east,
Texas,
east part of
the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, but where are they at in Texas?
Arlington, Dallas.
That's on the east too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both in that area because none of it's.
But as far east as
Houston? No, Houston's like close to the Gulf, closer to the Gulf. That's weird. Anyways. Pico says he's been a Steelers fan, but yeah, hella confused. He didn't pick a Cali team. Robbie says, like I say, it was a UK version of Oktoberfest in October. D, can you not Google when Oktoberfest is meant to be in Germany? No, I want you guys to do it. Then I have things to read. It gives you guys something to do. Do you understand how this works, Robbie? Like, I get that I can, but in all reality, do you want me to... Because I wouldn't even read it to you. I'd just be like, hey, I found my information. Okay, bye.
Yeet.
I feel it's better to have a conversation, Ravi. And if you guys look it up, I can read what you tell me, and then we can have more conversation about it. Like Picola did. What's your problem? It's because you're so lazy. Good God. Chris, like, I only wore a Cowgirls jacket because I bought it because it was on clearance at Academy. And it fit. I could care less about Cowgirl, but I like to troll people with it because we can wear our NFL gear on Sundays at work. No, I mean,
nice.
They act like they own the American League is what I mean when we beat them all the time and we are AL West. Picola says, because it's the wild, wild west. Chris says, yeah, we are Southeast Texas. And Cola says, and we are all involved in this slippery slope. Right? It's true. It's totally true. But yeah, like, I think it's weird that they say they're taking advantage of the better weather, but in all reality, the first part of October still technically has pretty good weather. They could still do it in October. It might not be really, really overly warm or anything, but...
That would be cool.
A Charlie Sheen signed one for Vaughn.
I hate that fucking song. Major
I
league.
have absolutely no want of that ever since watching Moxley do what he did with using that song and shit. I fucking hate everything like that's involved with it. I'm like,
Uh-oh. Come on, Zoe.
she's engaged. Oh, Lyra's trying to get her. She's like, I got her pinned. 1, 2. No more than that. Oh, we've never seen that before.
We might get a winner here.
I think it's going to be that one girl.
That Lara Valkyrie, when she got on the main roster, she put on quite a bit of weight. She wasn't that big when she was on the roster.
Who?
Valkyra.
Oh, Lyra Valkyria.
Mm-hmm.
We have me a Kleenex.
Oh, yeah, we have those.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Bless you.
Sorry.
Did you eat anything? Coffee?
No, I'm just drinking coffee.
So
Something
did she
happened to
break her
Caden's
face?
Oh no.
How small she is. Why are you running by and seeing your friend get beat up?
Well, she was making sure that they wouldn't come back in. I don't know. Oh, tripped her. Sad. Chris says, fuck those strike workers. Man, they need to get to work and get people shit to them instead of being crybabies. I'm sorry, not sorry. What y'all go through, not my problem. Don't make it a problem for the rest of us.
Right?
People's like, how embarrassing getting ambushed by these 100-pound minis. Well, one of them's a mini. The other one, she's slightly normal sized. Her partner's kind of normal size, but the one isn't. She's looks tiny and creepy looking.
Yeah, katanas grow.
Like it's like, yeah,
Both of them are tiny height-wise.
Right.
But all three of those girls are tiny height-wise.
Well, they're all not very tall, but what's her face is kind of, she's thicker.
What the fuck?
Ew.
Was that just a dude in a dress?
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure that was a dude in a dress.
Oh, it
He was
was.
like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, it was. It was. That one was probably more of a drag queen, which I have no problems with drag queens. The other ones I'm like, eh. Robbie's like, this promo is cringe. You fucking think? I don't like anything about Bronson Reed. I know that they're like, quote unquote, needed in the industry, but I find him absolutely atrocious. And the reason why I'm like, why can't, like Travis said, what I find gross about it is if you have to describe yourself with an adjective of what you are, then you can't be that.
Like Joe Green didn't call himself Mean Joe Green.
I mean, other people may have called him that, for his nickname. But if you come out and refer to yourself as, I'm Big Bronson Reed, it's like, dude, you're just a tiny fat man. I mean,
Hog boy?
Right. Yeah, he reminds me of, what's his face? Chris Farley, and trying to put on a coat. Fat man in a little coat. Fat man in a little coat. Chris says, yeah, like badass bra breaker. No, you're not. That's another thing, and he wears his, nickname on his butt. It's like, dude, stop. Ew. It's Piccolo's favorite human.
Why is he wearing white on white?
I don't know. They're in Indiana, so I'm not sure
It's
why.
after Labor Day. Didn't he get the memo Labor Day?
Well, they're not in Florida either, and that's even more weird. I wonder if he's wearing those white shoes that are loafer shoes. That'd be hilarious if he was.
Right. It's good to see AJ coming back. A for apple, J for jalopy.
Right?
Hee-haw. It's for Nashville, Tennessee, right? Hee-haw.
Chris says that. Pickle says Q. And Chris says, now if you're sexy like Tiffany Stratton, you deserve to call yourself anything you want, baby. Pickle's like, I've never had a pair, proud to say, of white loafers, like the alligator white shiny leather loafers and white pants. It's probably good, Pickle. It'd be weird if you wore them and you live in Florida.
I don't know if he lives in that part of Florida.
It doesn't matter. He lives
That's
in
like
Florida.
a Miami look. Miami Vice.
All of Florida dresses that way.
Tubbs or whatever. Was that his name? Tubbs.
I don't know.
Rocket and
All
Tubbs.
of Florida dresses that way. Whether you like it or not.
It's fine. Uh-oh. That's a turnover. Liz was a punt.
I don't know. Commercial break! Commercial break! Pickle's like, should I start mimicking Panama Jack? You should. I think you should. I think that's how you should dress. See how many babes you get.
You know who Panama Jack is? I don't. I'm asking.
Well, I know that they have sunglasses.
Panama Jack does?
Yeah.
What the fuck is it? I mean, obviously I know where
It's
Panama.
just a guy who dresses
It's like a dude, like that guy in
like
New
straw
York.
hats and like white pants and...
Was it a cartoon character? Is
I don't
what
know
I'm
who he was. I don't know if he was a
Was
cartoon
it a real
character or
person?
not.
Because there's that dude in New York that plays the guitar in his underwear.
Oh, yeah.
The cowboy.
Chris says, speaking of shoes, have you heard of these shoes called Hey Dude shoes? I might get a pair. They are kind of like loafers, like the new version of Sperry's or Vans. All kids wearing it now.
I think
Well,
she
down
has
here in
Hey Dudes.
Texas. I have a few pairs of them, Chris. I have a few Hey Dudes. They, okay, so here you go. They're nice to wear. They're comfortable, but they have no support whatsoever. Absolutely none. And they wear out really fast. So if you're hard on shoes in any way, like, you get a pair of shoes and they don't last very long, they aren't worth the money because they're like $50 for them.
Okay, the Titans touched the ball first.
You might be able to...
So the Titans touched the ball first. Mm-hmm. So if they were punting or kicking, I don't know what was happening. I don't know what the play was.
Ruling on the field was a fumble.
Well, it would be. If it was a punt and he touched it, and then the Dolphins guy recovered it like that, then it's their ball, which would be a fumble recovery. Right.
Pickle says, or better yet, Don Johnson. He may be real. I don't know. I just knew that they had Panama Jack sunglasses and they sold them at Walmart. It was a big brand at Walmart for a really long time. And he was just a dude on there that wore like stuff you would see somebody wearing in the Caribbean or Miami or Cuba, where their shirts are kind of open and they're wearing like white slacks and they wear like the really weird white shoes or flip-flops or thongs or whatever you want to call them. She bedazzled her shit.
With her squeaky voice.
Chris says they have a work Hey Dude, it's a brown color. I haven't gotten any of their like higher, like their different shoes like that. Oh my God, those women look ginormous compared to the rest of them. Good God. Holy shit, I don't know how tall of shoes they're wearing, but my God, they're like giants compared to those other girls. Even the girl doing the interview, for fuck's sake.
Look at this.
Wow.
Bronson and him are in a cage match, are they?
I have no idea what's happening. I don't remember anything about it. Anyways, so yeah, Chris, I'm not sure about their work shoes, if they're better made. I just know that the, like, loafer, like, slip-on ones are very, like, they wear out really fast. And they're just not, they're kind of worth, because they're nice, but you're just paying for a name. And supposedly, shit that's recycled. Chris says it's waterproof. It's $84.99. Damn, Kaylee Ray, aka Alba Fire, looking nice. And then Piccolo said, I don't consider Panama Jack a fictional character like the Easter Bunny. I'm pretty sure he's somebody. Maybe, or somebody after somebody. I don't know. Chris says, oh shit, they're lowering the cell. Piccolo's like, he's the epitome of the island life. Those girls were shrunk. Let's go.
Those Caitlin Clark cards go for ridiculous amounts of money. Like over $1,000.
For which ones?
Caitlin Clark.
Ooh. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of controversy around her right now. Not her fault, but the WNBA treating anything that happens to her like shit. They're really cutting off their noses to spite their face. The WNBA is. It's pretty disgusting. I guess they don't like having fans that watch it. Picole's like, oh, I missed the last segment. Now I see what you mean. Sophie says, this Raw hasn't been bad so far. Chris says Punk lost to Taker in the cell, lost to Alberto Del Rio and John Cena in the cell. Now he will lose to Drew.
That'd be cool. I mean, I'm okay if he does lose. I don't think he should win.
No. Sophie says,
but if they're going to push him towards any sort of championship stuff, he has to win.
Yeah. Sophie says, why are there so many commercials tonight? A lot more than usual.
They don't do commercials in the first hour, usually.
Well, the first hour is completely over, but
What is it?
I don't know. A lot of the times they do play a lot of commercials, but that's just
No idea why there's so many commercials. It does feel like a lot. Probably because there's not a lot of matches. It's a lot of talking tonight.
Piccolo says, I bet they don't pull out a staple gun, a syringe, or a damn piece of burnt wood in this cage match. Yeah, why would they?
You're not going to see a syringe in the mouth.
You're not going to see a syringe in the mouth.
Punk's smaller than the security guards. Well, he did have white shoes on.
Did he have white shoes?
He did.
Were they loafer shoes, though, or are they sneaker
I
shoes?
couldn't tell. They don't really show his feet. He just stepped over the rope and I could see his shoe.
Feels like Drew must have left his jury duty gig. Yeah! Jury duty.
It's a pumped up personality.
We'll have to see what he's wearing because Piccolo's saying he's all formal. Oh, he's dressed up for the occasion.
Dressed in normal duds. Or whatever. Looks like he's going to put on a concert. If he had a cowboy hat on, he'd just look like he fits in where they're at, in the Indiana. No one ever does. These guys are both, well, I was going to say both spry enough where they could climb to the top of the cage. Get on top.
Ooh, on top?
Throw Punk off. Crash him through a table. Think he'll do that stunt?
No! Neither one of them will.
Shane McMahon would.
He would probably, and then have a knee injury. Just kidding. Chris says, my boy Altuve will have to channel the Hit King tomorrow.
So, is it just a playoff in-game? Shouldn't they already be in the playoffs? Didn't they win the West? I feel like it should be play-in games. I haven't been following baseball this year, so.
I have no idea.
Oh, they're pink. Or not pink, purple. He's got purple Nikes on.
Oh, not surprising. He should have wore stuff that was more in his color range.
Like you today? Your little jacket?
No, more like these red and black and shit on his t-shirt, his like design shit and whatnot. Chris says, I know, right? AL division champs should not have to play in a wild card with ALDS on the line.
Well, it's weird to me. Any team could win that. Just one game. Johnny Cash. With little zero respect for you.
No respect for you. Not the respect. Oh no, not leaving.
His wife's gonna leave him. For the rest of the world. You've been back a year. You've been injured for 4 months. And you're going to be gone. Forever. And it's all thanks to Drew McIntyre.
Pickle is like, hate, hate, hate.
Double hate.
Loathe entirely.
Who's an idiot? That Steph Curry jersey is over $400.
Ugh. Gross. Oh, there's the hate Kiko is talking about.
He's like a top 5 point guard all time. You're like, me? Hate Steph Curry.
Oh, he's so cringe. Like on so many scales of cringe. Oh my god, why are you so mean? That's what you get, jerk. Ew. What's he gonna say? So it was like there was a video of CM Punk bringing his dog to work like last week.
Cody
It's
brings
been there,
his, too.
been done. Nobody cares what CM Punk does.
Cody's
except
done
Piccolo.
that.
Piccolo cares. He really likes him.
No. Burn.
pussy ass bitch. You didn't even go home. Oh my lord.
That's why she's going to leave him.
Run away, AJ, run away. Pickle's like, whoa now. Never forget. Chris says, yep, CM Punk said he's boogeyman, just like Maestro's, baby. It's going down.
El Cucuy.
Ooh, no. You guys give him way too much credit.
It's El Cucuy!
Chris says, yeah, Punk won't subject his wife because he has turned into an addict and is hiding it. Oh, God. Feels like Cody brings a dog. Loserface brings her dog, and so did Davey Boy.
Yeah, Matilda.
Yeah.
Matilda. And not the movie. So when that movie came out, I was like, don't like it. Like, why don't you like it? Because it's not really Matilda. Matilda is a bulldog. With the British Bulldogs. It ended up being a pretty good show. Matilda. With whatever his name is. Danny DeVito.
Yeah, I like it. It's a cute show.
Little psychic girl. Mm-hmm. Or whatever she is.
Telekinetic. She can move things with her mind. Mm-hmm. Ooh, not in the hells.
Hell in a Cell.
Everybody's going to see him in the hell.
I don't know who Cole Custer is.
Me neither.
But
he sounds like he has a dumb name, though, poor guy.
He's a NASCAR driver. But I don't know who he is.
Oh, he must be one of the new ones or something. Because that name doesn't sound familiar at all.
Not even a little?
Not even a smidge. Not even a smidge of littles. Not even the smidges of littlest of little smidges.
One big SOB. I was just going to say that. That's so funny. It's like, why is she trying to use big words with them? They're supposed to be big, dumb guys. Feeling trepidation? Are you feeling trepidation? Is there any trepidation?
Can you guys get me a dictionary? Or an encyclopedia so we can look it up? Oh, God. Yeah, it's our truths. He's back. Yay! I don't remember that. So you guys started.
Get a Richard Petty
I work
autograph.
Here. I text Adam Pierce.
Oh, Jesus.
AOP.
AOP.
A wizard and a witch. What books have favorite authors?
Because of the authors.
I love him. That's the truth, though.
I don't know if he's a fan favorite for the kids or if he's a fan favorite for everybody.
I think it's everybody. I love our
What books
truth.
has he
I want
written?
him to never change.
Right? He won't.
It's going to be a sad day when he is not around to do his little gimmick things. Caesar's, he's just so funny.
Aop. We're going to wrestle Aop.
Aop.
They have a wizard
Aop?
with them.
Who's Aop?
They have a wizard
and a witch.
And a witch.
He's like, the
AOP.
authors of pain?
What books have they written?
Oh, fuck, man. Chris is like, okay, JD McDoe with the cool jacket.
Yeah, if you're into jackets.
Ew, that is not cool. Where have you... Chris. Ew, why? Gross. Robbie's like, LL the Miz and Truth. I love it. I think it's so funny that they every once in a while will bring Jimmy into shit. That's even better.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
little Jimmy.
didn't hear about little Jimmy for like a couple of years. Like, it just kind of just faded, disappeared. And then all of a sudden one time they kind of like started bringing it up here and there again. It's like, oh my God. Piccolo's laughing, and Chris says the design on the back, it reminds me of Aces and Eights tag team in TNA. Oh, okay. I wasn't looking at the back, so I have no idea.
MetLife, SummerSlam, 2nd and 3rd. She looks like she has big boobs.
She probably does.
Former exotic dancer.
I'm sure she danced a lot to pay for them, too.
Watched Fight Club today for the first time ever.
Oh, God. You gonna let all the comments roll in before you say anything else?
Go ahead.
I don't
Comment about Fight Club.
Let's see what those comments are gonna be. Look at this cat. He looks like he's wearing a costume. Ready? And look. He's not. That's his coloring.
Calico.
Pickle's like, you did?
Fight Club.
And Chris is like, Fight Club?
Yes. It's a real...
Yeah. It's from 1999. You know, Fight Club. First rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. Second rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about Fight Club. That's why I'm surprised he mentioned it. Because I told him that I was okay with never talking about Fight Club.
Jaw Phil.
Oh, Chris was like, oh, the movie. What did you think it was? Did you think we watched the book? Because it is a book.
It was so long. What? I'm like, why is this so long?
It's true.
ARP.
Here it is. Feels like, oh, his name is Robert Paulson? Incredible movie. I'm gonna leave it there because...
Was it incredible because when you watched it, you knew that it was two different people and then it surprised you? Like a M. Night Shyamalan guy? Or do you still enjoy watching it? Or was it just one of those like Sixth Sense where you had to watch it once and then you like, oh, fuck, that was cool?
I mean, that's my question too, because I'm like, because it's been, you know, lots of years, 25 or more years since it's been out, right? And a lot of people have talked about it, so you kind of know stuff about it. Even without looking it up or the plot lines of it, you kind of know, you know, the stuff that it is. So that was my question. Is it because that we kind of already had an idea and that's why, and it just wasn't quote unquote a huge twisty surprise? Because you're like, no way.
Well, it was little things like that hinted it to me was like her every time he'd talk to her. And then Brad Pitt would say, like, don't talk to her about me.
Right. So, or they weren't in the same room at the same time kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Pico says, as a Fincher fan, it talked about consumerism, spoke on toxic masculinity. Interesting. Toxic, huh?
There's no such thing as toxic masculinity.
What kind of a weirdo wrote the book? That's what I kind of want to know. If they're, propaganding toxic masculinity in 1999. Because they basically wrote the book and then they made the movie, like, immediately. Like, there was no real big time between. Pickle says it was pretty fashionable at the time when it was first out and still a cult classic. Yeah, I get a lot of people really like it.
Oh, yeah, there's people that love that book or movie. I don't know about the book. But...
I have no idea. I don't know anybody who's read the book. I'd be kind of curious if people have actually read the book. He's not losing his sleep, though.
Who's that in the background? Anybody?
I don't know. It's just some extra person who's just standing there with their back to everybody doing something weird.
Yep. Dodge.
Huh. The 5
D's of dodgeball.
The 5 D's of dodgeball. Chris says, who's more bad apple? Brian, Keith, or Carlito?
Carlito, I guess.
Bad apple? Like, what do you mean, Chris?
The other guy is the guy that was with Jericho, right?
Brian? Keith or Carlito?
Yeah, Brian Keith, isn't he the one with...
Oh, Brian Keith as one person. I'm like,
Yeah.
I thought he was saying 3 different people. I'm so sorry. I thought you were giving, like, a list of people. I'm like, who are these people? Keith who? I'm sorry. Brian Keith or Bad Apple. You mean, like...
That's his nickname, is the Bad Apple.
Oh.
Brian
Keith. Is the Bad Apple, as what Chris just said. Oh, I have no idea. See, I couldn't give you an answer because I don't even know who he is. There you go.
Should I bet on Angel Reese card? It's still pretty cheap.
No. I would never pay a dime for that.
She could be good one day.
I wouldn't even buy it to burn it.
Well, why would you buy something and then burn it? That sounds weird. Ugh. LWO. Boo! Dragon Lee is out there. Is this a 6-man?
Probably. Pickle says there was a WWE house in North Alabama last night. Oh, that's cool. Chris says, oh, guys in front row taking video of Liv Morgan pervs. Chris,
Wouldn't you?
Her butt's probably right there. Not like they can help it. She's probably all bent over, all stupid and weird, has her ass hanging out.
I just know that whenever Zelina Vega would be out there, like, it's because of some dude that I could care less about, like in this group. And I would have just watched her the whole time. I don't even know if I'd care what would happen in the ring.
I wouldn't even care. I would be looking at my phone like I'm going to. Pickle says, oh, so I mentioned about the hurricanes. House show. Sorry. Oh, so I mentioned about the house shows.
Yeah, the house shows.
What about them, Picola?
WWE house shows. They're going away. Well, I don't know if they're going away, but I think they are slowing them down. heart's got to be worth bank.
Ow.
One, two, three. Oh, no. Carlito somehow got his shoulder up. He's so high flying. Whole team of them.
Chris says Drew Mack can attack CM Punk tomorrow at NXT. Pickle says, I guess the main event was AJ Styles and Cody, but that shouldn't matter since they're on SmackDown. Well, AJ's got to get something under his belt at some point and see what's going to happen. I wonder if they're going to try to push him into the stuff. Oh my goodness. Picola said it's wild that over 2 million people in 4 states have no power thus far. It is crazy. Or how many deaths and
has anybody
all
died?
that flash flooding that they had and the roads and bridges that are out and people are basically cut off from what you would consider civilization. Towns obliterated, dams broken. A lot of the flooding happened because they had to open the dams because there was just so much water coming in. They had to let it go down. They couldn't keep it blocked up because it would have ruined the dam. Everybody's all mad about it, and it's like, well, you could have had worse situation, basically.
Yeah, if the dam would have went, it would have been worse.
That's what I mean, like what happened with New Orleans. It wasn't so much Katrina that was the problem, it was the levees that just gave out. That was the problem. That's what caused the biggest issue of all. Picola says people in the Carolinas had the worst of it, it seems. Yeah, Western North Carolina has had the way worst of it. And parts of Tennessee. Like, I've seen a lot of videos and shit, dude. It's terrible. It's really sad. Picola says they said around 100 casualties thus far. I think the last count I saw was like 110 or 118 that they know for sure. My question about it is like one of the things was crazy is that they they were watching it and you know, because there's a lot of cemeteries and stuff too, and so there was caskets just floating down the floodwaters, and it's not like it's like floodwaters like it's like you know, it's like rapid floodwaters, like crazy fast. You would die because there's so much debris and shit everywhere and whatnot. But person was taking the video of it like, oh, Grandpa's going for it. He always wanted to be a rafter or something. Just the comments were just terrible.
Whitewater rafting.
It was like, oh my god.
At your age?
Right? Yeah, it's like the comments on some of those, like those videos were just like, oh my god. You know, laughter with, you know, what's happening. You got to do it. But I felt, I mean, yes, I felt bad for the humans and stuff like that, but, you know, what's worse is the animals that couldn't get away, and, you know, and people had to leave their homes and their animals there hoping for the best, and how much gross death and destruction is out there, kind of thing. So it's sad.
Don't leave your cats and dogs behind.
Well, I mean, I'm not just talking about cats and dogs. I'm talking about
Fish.
I'm talking about
Birds.
your horses and goats and cows and, you know, donkeys and like all those animals and stuff like that. you know, that you weren't expecting it to flood like that, and so you didn't allow them to just run. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so they had no place to go, and so they would have drowned, died.
Mm-hmm.
It's gross and sad, but it wasn't. It definitely wasn't something they would ever be prepared for, because that shit doesn't happen there. Like, you know,
Right.
they were talking about it. I guess the last time it happened was like 66 years ago or 60 something years ago that it happened in that same area that they had like the same time of the year, like almost to the date.
Yeah.
And it was actually it was called the hurricane had the same name, Hurricane Helene, and it devastated that area. So yeah. Just oh, there's
Hey,
Finn.
look. Finn made it. He pushed a nobody.
Liars.
McDowell's gonna beat a nobody. What the fuck? Like, how's that on Raw? Like, nobody versus nobody, and nobody gets pinned.
Yeah, right. Robbie said, "What noise does a donkey make?"
Yeehaw.
Pickle says, "And we have at least one more passing through the Gulf this weekend." Yeah, I believe it's Joyce. Yeah, I heard that there was another one on the way. Now, my question with that, though, is it the same, like, type of situation where Helene was going, they were saying that it was going to be a Category 3, but it ended up making it to a Category 4, and then the problem of it is when it came inland, it didn't dissipate like it normally does. Like, it literally, the Doppel stuff that I saw on the weather stuff, it was still in like a hurricane shape. Like, it was crazy. I'd never seen, like, I know that they can get heavy rains and stuff from, but it was still in a spiral shelled shape when it came inland, farther inland, not just like, oh, they hit the coast and stuff. Like, once it went over, it was crazy that and people was like, oh, and another one, Kirk. Yeah, I heard there was a couple that were coming through in the Gulf too, which is weird. Ravi says, if it happened 60 years ago, that was science and new technology done to prevent such things happening. Not necessarily, Ravi, because it's not a normal occurrence in the areas that it happened. So they're not going to be prepared for that. And it's not necessarily the hurricane that was a problem. It brought so much rain with it that it caused flooding and flash flooding and stuff in the areas. And I'm pretty sure they've had a pretty wet summer, like spring to fall kind of thing. I remember them talking about how much it's rained in that area a lot this year, and it just softens the ground. I don't know, Robbie. I don't know. I get you guys get a lot of rain there and stuff like that, so you're probably used to it. But my question is you guys, how many flash floods do you guys get? And do you know what a flash flood is? Kind of thing.
We'd have to get a lot of rain to be flooded.
No. You don't.
We would.
Oh, yeah. Well, we would. Yeah. We would have to have a lot. But
I mean, it would have to be biblical.
well, that's just because of where rivers are from where we are.
Mm-hmm.
And stuff like that, and how, we'd have to, I mean, it'd have to come from, the mountains around us, and Jesus Christ, you would see a lot of the hills sliding off, which would be hilarious, I guess, in a way. Horrible, but hilarious at the same time, because they like to build up there so much, because they're idiots. So it could happen, because if you loosen the topsoil just enough, it'll happen. But,
Yeet. That's what you say when there's this dead time.
Is that what you
Yeah,
say?
you just eat it out.
Oh, nice.
Or you slow down your words, so you just
Yeet.
say one. Yeet, word, yeet.
Right. Pickle's like, not everyone is prepared for that much rain, to be honest. What I'm saying, Pickle, is like, you're in, like, okay. So you're in an area where it's natural that you would get hurricanes, right? And with hurricanes come lots of water, lots of wind, lots of crazy. So in a way, you're prepared, maybe not for, I mean, a huge existential off the path, like that was weird that it happened kind of thing, right?
Okay.
But you would be prepared enough, right?
Right. So nature would prepare it too, right? Because
Yeah.
where you are, it's used to that type of weather.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, it doesn't matter where
Yeah.
you are. It's used to your normal weathers. And if hurricanes are normal, then the ground's already
Ready for
built
it.
for it.
Yes.
It's already got the runoffs that it needs. It already
Yeah.
has that stuff. Unless humans are going in and fixing all the runoffs every time, it's already built for it. The rivers are already built for it. So it's when something major happens that's out of the norm that the earth isn't ready for is when it
Has disasters.
that's when humans and
Yeah.
animals die.
Yeah.
Because it's not used to, like if a volcano goes off,
Yep.
it's
Yeah.
not. It's not. No, but in Hawaii, when those volcanoes start spewing, those lava flows are already there. Like people don't live in them,
Yep.
so they don't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of how I'm looking at it too. Like it just wasn't it wasn't normal, and that's why it's devastating. Like it's not something that they usually deal with, and so that's why it's hugely devastating. Robbie says, but can you really stop what Mother Nature is going to do? You can't exactly. No, you can't stop what Mother Nature is doing, but there's been a lot of conspiracies lately about cloud seeding and them fucking around with the weather system because of their pretend whatever global warming or whatever the fuck climate change crap that they like to push their narrative about.
It's a huge moneymaker.
I know it is. I know. I'm just saying. So if you're not going to let Mother Nature do what it is going to do, you're fucking around with things you shouldn't, right? And making things worse possibly. So Piccolo says, I would hate the other upcoming storms add more damage to the same areas. And they could, right? Because their paths are going to be quite similar. But we're going to hope, right, that they just kind of go out of, they lose power, I guess you could say, the hurricanes themselves. Yeah. Or pick another path, or once they hit, they're just like, blah, and they peter out. Or maybe they stay more south and hit the lower part of Florida and then go off over to the Atlantic. And
the more areas you can destroy, the more smart cities you can make.
Yeah.
That's plain and simple.
Right.
Don't let a good tragedy go to waste. Not the politics way. That's all politicians.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a tragedy. Don't let it go to waste.
Robbie says, what is a hard man chat from your boy Finn? I don't know. I don't think he knows.
He's so tough. Why is her face pure white?
I don't know. Maybe she put the wrong makeup on today. Ayla's in the chat, though. Hey, Ayla.
Whoa. Ayla.
Fat Lisa, how are you doing? You safe? And Robbie says, was it worth Rhea leaving the Judgment Day?
It's fine.
Sure. At some point, she had to do something, I guess. Ooh, not as good. Pickle's like, hey, Ayla. And Ayla's like, just checking. Pickle's like, yeah, we were missed. Hurricane Helene went the east of us. Robbie says, Liv is useless in a brawl segment, selling no shit or running like a scared cat. Well, she's also wearing, like, heels that are, like, spiked and, like, 5 inches tall. So, yeah. Pickle's like, how have you been, Ayla? Pickle's like, happy spooky season. Ayla's like, I'm alive. I'm landlocked. Right?
Yeah, cloud seeding won't make the volcanoes go off.
No, it won't. You got to do something else for that.
It'd be special.
You got to do fracking and lots of mining and stuff to make those go off to charge earthquakes.
I don't know if
and then
fracking would work.
It causes small earthquakes, which can interrupt what normally should be happening. I was like, Ayla, did you just wake up? And Ayla's like, it's cooling down, but that's normal. Oh no, they're being attached. Put him in a cage. Get him in there. Now lock it up. Oh no, be careful. Ow. Liv's trying to save him with her high-heeled boots.
There's so much fighting going on.
Better be careful because she might stab somebody with those boots.
Stab, stab, stab.
Well, you gotta be really careful because they're like stilettos, so they're pointy.
Oh,
you can hurt somebody with those, by the way.
Drop kick.
You can kill somebody with them. Those stilettos.
I've seen it in a show. Mm-hmm. I don't know what show it was. For all I know, it was Columbo.
Might have been.
I don't remember.
It was like, yes, Ravi, I wake up at 7:42 p.m. Ravi is like, some people like a nap after work. Pico says there's always a corn maze or two that we grab pumpkins and do the whole bonfire thing. That's cool. It was like, I don't work Monday. Nap sounds nice, not realistic. Pico says, but it needs to get cooler. Still hot here. Yeah. Done it at 4-on-1. That's how you want it to go for sure. Ravi's like, Ayla lives on iced coffee and 2 hours of sleep. It was like, it was 60-something here today with a breeze. Chilly, but not bad. Chris says Carlito should eat apple and spit in Damien's face. Come on, man. Oh, no. He got coup de grace in his guts. How sad for him. And they have no other help. Nobody else to help him. He's like, I'm going to throw my apple over here. Oh, it came back. Apple came back. Not the apple. Ayla says, actually, I go to sleep at 10 p.m. and wake up at 6. I have an espresso machine, so typically hot coffee. No. Thank you, though. Oh, no. Shame's telling us about the wrong side and whoever's on it. Not this stuff. I guess they really needed something for Butch to do. He's a dangerous little bastard. It was like, get it right or I'll leave and maybe show up in a month. Oh, man. Ravi's like, if someone spits, that's cause for a fight. Yeah, it's cause for a fight, all right, Ravi. Anybody who spits. That's nasty.
I gotta go let the chicken in the coop.
Okay, go put your chickens away. I think you're abandoning me. I'm having abandonment issues right now. I'm going to cry. See, American Made people. They're coming out. So weird. Pickle's like, oh, I thought we didn't have this dumb excuse of why it's 6. I don't know. I was hoping we didn't, but I guess it's there. I'm so blah. It was like Jordan's brother got me a bucket of geodes for my birthday late. I've been breaking rocks all day. Did you enjoy your cup? Like, I was like, here, you need to give this to Ayla, and then it was like, it's Ayla's birthday, and it was like, I think I was like a week ago or something. Travis said something about your birthday, or somebody came over and said something that they finally got your birthday present. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot about Ayla's birthday. And I was like, oh wait, I had you give her that cup. Poor fine. Oh, Chris says, wow, WWE acknowledged Pete Rose, huh? He must have been on there at some point. I guess he was. I guess he did stuff. I didn't know that. It's pretty cool. Robbie says, D, is that a widescreen monitor you read the chat from? What do you consider a widescreen? Because it's basically just like a 22-inch monitor or something that Travis put up and down. So the chat reads like a list like this. That's why he put it the way he did. I read it off of this one right here that's right in front of me is where I read the chat from. Are you leaving? Good. Get off me. Ugh. It's obnoxious having you on me for hours and hours. Good God. Hayla says, I have abandon issues too, D. It's okay. I'll get you a cat. I have a cat. Thanks. I don't need more. One's good. I don't want any more cats. Piccolo says, oh, that's right. Pete Rose versus Kano at WrestleMania 11 or so. And Robbie says, big up the Lonely Gang. And Piccolo says, maybe it was WrestleMania 14 because it was around the time they had Tyson show up to ref. Ayla says, I love my cup. We had a low-key birthday dinner for me and I used it while George's mom was here. She didn't say anything. Well, if it secretly disappears, we'll know that she's the one that doesn't. It was like I hung that sign and you got me above my sink. Fuck dishes. She hated it. I told her about my great-grandma having a similar one, and that's how I learned how to spell it. Right? Did you put your toilet paper sign up in your bathroom that I got for you with the octopus? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she probably finds a lot of things offensive that I've gotten you, I guess you could say. Like the pillows that I got you and shit like that. It was like, you need 2 more cats. Facts. No more cats. Robbie says, do you like adopting animals? Don't you? 1 more cat won't matter. Actually, it will because I don't want another cat. Like, I'm good with 1 Siamese cat. No more cats. No more cats. It was like it is in the bathroom and Pillow sits on my couch. I bet she was just all over the place not knowing what to say. That's hilarious. My one for this year is going to be another one that's going to be great. It was like, luckily it was nice outside, so we just hung out back. Well, that's good too, I guess. Chris says, oh shit, WWE just announced on screen that holiday tour will be in Houston December 30th for Raw. Might go. Well, there you go. Get her done, Chris. If they're announcing it, that means they might have tickets. Get your tickets now. Why are you in here? Okay.
He got excited to see me, and realized I let him in. You see him? He's like,
Wait a minute. Yeah, Argus. Yeah. He walked all the way in. He's like, wait a minute. He didn't even try to come see me. He just immediately walked right back out.
Her scab on the back of her head fell off.
Ew.
No, it looks pretty good.
Does it look better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's still a ways away from.
Oh, definitely.
Feathers.
But hopefully it stays nice enough weather that she can heal way more, and then they stop picking on her.
And those little feathers, once they start developing, instead of just look cool.
Yeah.
And she'll be warm. She goes in there and flies right up on the stick almost immediately.
That's good.
When I put her in there.
Robbie says these two sushi girls with promo, they improved on the English. Oh God, Robbie.
Dude.
Chris says Travis taking bathroom break. No. Pico says I have a bad feeling about this match. Robbie says, yeah, he went for a number 2. Did he though?
I was outside. And
why are you guys so weird?
I have a jacket on. Who puts a jacket on to go take a shit?
Well, you know, most people take their clothes completely off.
I had to take a shower. Sorry, guys. Why can't you take a shit here? I'm pretty sure I'm going to take a bath afterwards. Whole pass. If you guys ain't know, now you know. Oh, Kofi's got a match. And Woods is going to cost him. What do you want to bet?
I don't think I can bet anything because you're probably right.
Who's he wrestling? Oh, Alpha Cap. Gable, huh?
Mr. Gabe. I don't know why. Oh, is it because they were fighting each other
Yeah,
before or
they call him
something?
Shorty G. That's his better name.
Rob is like, hello, your choice where you do a number 2. I'm in the know now. Oh, yeah, Robbie. Instead of taking clothes off to poo, he puts clothes on. You gotta do what you gotta do, I guess.
It just seemed like it got dark early tonight.
7-Eleven was when it went down. Remember we talked about it earlier.
Well, I guess it's 8.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock.
That second hour went by quick.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Because I was watching the auction.
The auction stuff.
Mm-hmm. They go every 10 seconds or every 10 minutes. For the 10-minute one.
It was like, here I am. Can't read the room. I have the tism, apparently. Do you have the tism? I figured you meant can't. So how long is it going to take before the Wyatt 6 comes out and does whatever it is they
Just
do?
Stupid shit that they do.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Kofi will lose first because they got to do something with the Woods.
It's like, probably, I would not doubt it at all. Robbie's like, Ayla, you have more than a tism, that's for sure. Ayla's like, thanks, Profi. Yeah, that was really complimentary of him. Oh, he's bleeding, or somebody's bleeding. I guess somebody's bleeding?
Yeah, probably his 5-head.
Does he have a 5-head? So if he's like, how you guys liking Raw so far?
Great.
Rob is like, keep hearing that Vince is guilty. What?
So good.
We are in a full commercial break, everybody. The last match that has been on was the Chad Gable versus Kofi Kingston match.
Electra Lopez. Should I bid on her?
Yeah, I didn't want to rent a fancy commercial camera. That's way better. 80s looking commercials.
I have to remember to come back and watch that.
Whatever's on your auction.
Yeah, Electra Lopez.
Oh, the Electra Lopez one.
Mm-hmm. Should be nice to add to my collection that I don't own.
Robbie says, Ayla, welcome. And Sophie says that this is the standard for a go-home Raw, less wrestling, more talking. Ayla says, it's amazing, Sophie. I can't stop watching that one guy do that thing he's doing. Sophie says, these commercials are getting ridiculous at this point. And Robbie says, if Ayla is fully invested in Raw, you know it's a good show tonight. She's so invested. She knows what that guy's doing with that stuff. So it's going to be great.
Yes. Tyreek Hill's playing.
Well, that's good for him. At least he knows how to stay in the game.
He's not trying to fight
Unlike
a cop.
the quarterbacks for the Dolphins.
He was trying to fight a cop. He could have got shot.
He could have.
He was never known as a brainiac.
So Ayla's here. She is back. It has been a while. And bye. See you Friday. Okay, bye, Sophie. Ayla says, I didn't realize it was a commercial. That was Raw. And Ayla's like, well, my typos are strong. We all have typos strong. Pico's like, I may pick up Shudder for October. Get my money's worth. There you go. Robbie says, yeah, Ayla, some guy doing the thing he's doing. Yeah, that guy doing stuff.
Yeah, Wednesday night is when the Zelina Vega one comes up.
Ah. It says, did y'all watch the new Beetlejuice? I liked it. I probably wouldn't watch it again, but it wasn't terrible. Nope, haven't seen it.
I'll watch it here when it comes out.
It was like, he's good at it, Robbie. And Robbie says, this match is very exciting. Feels like too much musical for my taste, so I hear. Oh, great.
They sing more than once. I get having the lip singing at the end, like on the first one.
Yeah. Well, they kind of did it during the movie, like when they were like, it was more towards the end though, but yeah.
Yeah, when they were
having dinner and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I just, I don't know why they're going towards that kind of stuff, but whatever. What I've heard the most is that Tim Burton put his new fling in there, and I just find it weird. So, whatever. Tim Burton?
His fling.
Oh, his new girly pants. He did it with Helena Bonham Carter. Put her in every one of his things because he was dating her. Well, that's his thing.
I like her anyway.
That's his love language, I guess.
Cast him. Maybe that's why they screw him in the first place.
Maybe. Whereas, like, Ayla, yeah, I'm not sure what stuff he's doing. Can you explain? It was like, it wasn't that musical. Haha. It felt rushed overall. That I heard as well, Ayla. I heard that a lot of people said that the story just didn't work. And that they could have probably done a few different things with it. Yeah, I'm not that excited to watch it. Like, I love the original Beetlejuice. I'm just not that excited to watch the second one. Robbie says, if I find the film on my box, I'll watch it. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
That's pretty much where I'm at. I mean, I'm not opposed to watching it. I'm just like, meh. Like, if I never saw it, I probably wouldn't care. I guess you could. That's where I'm at. Like, I'm not like, oh, we have to see it. Like, I can't wait.
Well, last year, around Thanksgiving time, I wanted to watch a movie really bad. Still haven't watched it.
Are you talking about the actual one?
That was called Thanksgiving, yeah. That scary one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I will watch it this year.
Oops, sorry, cat.
Along with Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Son-in-Law. What's the other one? There was another one, I think.
We watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles last year.
Mm-hmm. First time I'd watched it. Like, through, like...
Yeah.
Period, probably. I don't remember ever watching that.
It was like, you know, Ravi, that thing, and then does a whole bunch of emojis of things fighting and doing stuff just to give you a visual. It was like, from the trailer, it looked good, but that's trailers. You know, that's the bad thing about trailers is they show you all the exciting parts, and then you watch the movie and you're like, wow, that is definitely not as good as I thought it should be.
That's why you have to have good...
Have to do what?
You have to have good actors.
Right?
So that the show isn't all trailers and explosions. Like, if I see more than, like, 2 explosions in a trailer, I probably don't want to watch the movie. Because that means they're not good actors.
Yeah, that's true.
Very rarely do you mix good actors with just explosions. Explosions are there for shitty actors.
Ayla's like, other first one is great, but yeah, I only went because it was my birthday. I don't like going to the theater, honestly. Someone brought an effing baby. I hate that. And then they cry. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, oh no, my baby's going to be great. They're not going to cry out there. And it's like, yeah, mm-hmm. And then they do.
Right, but babies cry. That's what they do.
I understand. So if that's the case, then why are you bringing your fucking baby to a fucking movie theater? Don't bring your baby to movie theaters unless it's a kid show and there's all these kids in there, then it's, you know, fine. But if you're bringing your baby to an adult movie because you couldn't get a babysitter, don't go to the fucking movies.
Maybe they like Beetlejuice.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I was like, oh, a visual, that's how you can tell. It was like, I'll only watch like 30 seconds of a trailer. I have to turn it off. Or I was like, Seth outside of wrestling seems like a cool guy. Maybe yes, I don't know. It was like, I haven't been to a theater since Oz was born. If I can wait 6 years, they can too. And yes, it cried for about 15 minutes off and on. It was it wasn't or it was horrible. I would say it was horrible personally. So I'm guessing you're saying that too.
Smashing them.
They smashed the Bills. Not the Heisman winner.
Yeah.
It was like, it wasn't. The movie was almost 2 hours long.
Drew McIntyre is a giant human being. Did you see him there with the cheerleaders flexing?
Oh, was he? I wasn't
His
looking
arms were bigger around than they were.
Oh, that's
As
hilarious.
humans.
Robbie says people act like they can't arrange for their kids to be looked after to go out. It's true. I don't care if the movie is 2 hours long or not, Ayla. Like 15 minutes of a baby crying, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Or they should leave. They should leave the theater and go outside of the theater to take care of their fucking kid.
Don't shit on people.
I don't care for shit.
I'm just saying, don't shit on people. Shouldn't shit on people.
It was like, in my mind, the movie is crazy loud for a baby like a month old. Oh, yeah. I can see a toddler maybe sitting through it, but not a tiny baby. Not even a toddler. Ayla, have your toddlers ever sat for 2 hours through something unless it was an actual movie that they actually liked? And even then, they don't. They don't sit there for 2 fucking hours. You gotta be shitting me. Robbie's... Like, I would complain to the cinema people if someone brought a crying kid. I personally don't like it. I think it's ridiculous. I've been in a movie theater when people brought their babies, and the only time that I was okay with it is they literally, that baby started fussing, they immediately got up and left the theater and went outside the theater. And when they came back, they made to like not like be interruption. They kind of just stood in the path right there where the door is and stuff. So it wasn't that big of a deal. So it was fine. But I've been in the movie theater where the fucking kid cried and then didn't cry and then cried. And I'm talking babies, and they don't do anything about it. And it's like, shut your fucking kid up. Like, it's like, don't come. There's no way that baby's going to be able to sit for 2 hours, loud or not, in a movie theater and not have some kind of an issue. It's just ridiculous. It was like I could have found a sitter. I just chose to do other things than go to a movie when I had a sitter. Well, that's it, right? Like, you have to, like, decide, well, do I want to go to a movie with a sitter, or do I want to actually, like, enjoy my time? Right. Because, I mean, right? Because you're stuck in a movie theater, right? And it just depends. It's either that, or do you want to go hang out with people that you want to see and haven't been able to see for a while, have some food, or go, like, just shopping for yourself and, like, not have that kids around where you have to have the extra stuff. So, yeah. It was like Jordan's parents take my kids to the movies almost every Friday, but they go see cartoons or kids shows. They say they sit, but I doubt it. I refuse to take them to the theater. Embarrassing. Robbie's like, yeah, what the F is someone doing bringing a baby to the cinema in the first place? You're there to enjoy a film, not look after your baby. Yeah. Especially loud movies. Like, why would you do that? It's weird to me. I mean, I see it, like, you know, people bring their kids to, like, WWE stuff and everything, their babies. And they, like, put little earmuffs on them and stuff to protect their ears. So, of course, they're not going to, like... But they're not, like... You know, they're usually a few months old or something. But still. It's just one of those things where it's like, do you or don't you? And it's like, okay, probably a better idea to not. It was like, I see it like, why spend $20+ on a movie I might not enjoy? Well, it's I don't have a problem with that. It's kind of like gambling to me. Well, I'm going to throw this money at it and see if it works, if I like it, and then go on with my life. I mean, if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. It's kind of like going out to the reservation and gambling and throwing away $20 on something that you may not have. I mean, you'd have fun, but it may not be getting money back for it. He was like, it's so expensive. It's a waste. The mom did take the baby out a couple times, so she didn't even watch it. I'm just judging. Well, that's it, right? Like, one, if it's, like, let's say you're just a huge fan. You're such a big fan, and you couldn't wait to watch it. Why the fuck would you take your kid? Why would you take your kid when you know that something could happen that would interrupt your time? And as being a responsible parent adult, you would take your kid out so it's not, interruptions for everybody else. Because it completely interrupts you being engrossed in the movie when that stuff happens. It's like people with their phones that go off and shit like that. They literally tell you, turn your phones off. Not off, but, at least on silent.
Right.
Or don't bring out your phones. But they're always on their phones. And it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, you're here to watch a movie, not play on your fucking phone, dumbass. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody. So. I have a lot of pet peeves when it comes to the movie theaters anymore. But it's always been that way. That's not like something new. Like, I had a hard time with it years ago. Going to the movie theater. Obviously, says same with people bringing their baby to the pub and just spend the whole time looking after them pointless. The most lackluster champion on the mic. Robbie says, oh no, not the Gunther lackluster. I mean, it's just kind of like read the room. Like, is this appropriate to bring a baby to? Probably not. Like, is this a kid-friendly restaurant? No. I should bring my kid. What?
What's a kid-friendly restaurant?
I'm talking like, a restaurant that, I'm not saying like it has to be like kid stuff, but I'm talking like, I'm sure that bringing, even if they are allowed in there, which they're not, but bring your kid to a bar.
You hear that?
No.
Hermie's out for 9 months.
Oh. Last Saturday, he broke his knee, huh?
Ripped his ACL.
Oopsie.
Bye-bye, Hermie.
Robbie's like the most Robbie said, D, were you told off for using your phone in the cinema? Actually, Robbie, the only time I ever have taken my phone with me into the movie theater is if I go with somebody else and I don't drive myself. Otherwise, I literally leave my phone in my vehicle. I do not take it with me. I don't take my phone in with me most of the time anywhere. I'm a weirdo like that.
I just turn my camera on and shine it in people's face.
Not surprising.
Flashlight.
Right?
I say, Lumos! Especially when I come in and it's dark and I can't see. Colin Robinson, they call me.
Colin Robinson. It was like, okay, I'm leaving night, guys. I'll try to come in more, miss you guys. So that'd be nice. Give me more people to talk to.
You can come do the show on Saturday. Be here at 4. Semi. Hey, quarterback's learning how to throw on the job. Hire somebody to take his knees out. Is that not it? That's not it.
That's not it.
I love the idea. What they should do, what he should do, Gunther, is just flat out say, okay, you get one shot. 1-on-1. Title for career.
Ooh.
You retire, leave.
Yeah. Yeah, but it'd be fake, so it wouldn't even work. Ravi says, when someone says theater, I think of a stage production, not a film. Jimmy says, Sammy sleeping, and Ravi's like, Ayla leaving like a thief in the night. Gunther is as exciting as the guards at Buckingham Palace. I hear that the guards now have guards, so people can't get close to them.
People are pushy.
They really are.
It's because they don't have guns in England.
Well,
harm people, and then people would be so pushy.
It's funny because the horses bite people, and it's amazing. I'm like, yes, bite them. People get all close to them and stuff without asking permission. And the horses will just like bite them. It's funny. And they don't just go nip. They're like, bite, and then they hold on, and the people are like, ah, and it's like, blah. I'm like, you fucking deserve it, you bastards.
Do it.
No, you're scared it's
Take
going to
him
happen
out.
again. What's going to happen?
One time.
Where?
No rematches. Gunther loses. He can't wrestle him again either. No rematches.
No rematches, bitches.
Make it a scaffold match. Scaffold match. 30 feet above the ring.
Ooh. Rob is like, I wouldn't know, D. I'm not fascinated with Buckingham Palace like the rest of the world seems to be. LOL. I wouldn't know either, except for I watch a lot of videos with horses in them, and those happen to show up, and that's the only time I ever see it, so. Other than that, I could give a rat's patootie, dude.
Patootie.
Well, at least
Rectify
he's acknowledging it.
Rectify
That it was embarrassing.
Uh-oh. Seahawks scored.
What? They got points?
Yeah, well, it was 14-28. No.
Wow.
Don't call it a comeback.
Good for them in the third quarter. They got somebody got a flag, though. Somebody's in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I think I might hate Sami Zayn more than
Pass interference. Hate him more than what?
Daniel Bryan. It's close.
Really close.
I
for
love
the
when
hates.
he was in the Bloodline stupid shit, and I liked when he was the
Conspiracy
Fidel Castro,
guy.
But this is absolute trash.
Ooh. How was that? That's some ticky-tacky pass interference stuff right there. Who was pass interferencing? That guy?
Well, obviously the guy. I mean, it doesn't count because he caught it and it was a touchdown anyways. But.
Yeah, but it was just a weird, very ticky-tacky.
That's a bad throw. Did he catch it?
No, it went out of bounds. Robbie's like, when I have been to London, it's like spot the Londoner with how many foreigners there are. Oh, I bet. Oh, I'm sure it's very popular. I'm not saying it's not. And it'd be cool to like see the architecture of the building itself. But other than that, it's just not. I would rather go to like the outskirts of London and like, you know, some of the architecture in those places and stuff would be amazing. But I would rather go out into the countryside and see some of that stuff more so than in the city part.
It's a tiny island. Just go to every place.
I know.
Do it in a week.
That's what I'm saying, though. I wouldn't want to spend my time in London. Like, I wouldn't want to be there.
I'd want to be in London. There's some badass places there.
I'm saying that there are, but I wouldn't want to spend my whole fucking time there.
Oh, right.
Like, I know that there's some really cool architecture and stuff
London's
there because of
my
how
mother
old it is.
country, for the most part. That's what I'm most of.
Me too, and it's gross. I hate it.
But no.
Disgusting.
Why is that gross?
Like,
They conquered the world. They were badass.
I know.
And they were a tiny island, and they conquered the world.
right? We spit all over the place. That's nasty. Nobody cares what you guys have to say. This is stupid. I hate everything about what's happening. Oh, Jesus. Rob is like, yeah, there are better places in London to visit. Oh, for sure. Like, way better places. I'm just saying, like, the architecture of some of the buildings. Like, I mean, I get people's fascination with Buckingham Palace and everything. The only thing I'd care about is seeing the architecture in person. That's it. Because the buildings are so old compared to what we have here and stuff of that nature. And the architecture there is just phenomenal. But the architecture would be great in most of the places.
I just want to see the guy that goes down the street and says, "Bring out your dead!"
That one.
With his cart. That's fucking badass.
Yeah, that's what
Like, we don't do that here.
definitely want to see that. What's the matter, buddy?
He can't do it. He's trying. He tried a exploder but couldn't do it.
Which one?
Sammy. He got it finally.
Gunther gave him an assist.
Put him to sleep.
Oh, he stopped. He decided to do something else.
There it is. Powerball. Oh! That was neck head first. That's not how you do that. I'm okay with it because of who he did it to, but that's not how you do that. That was very unsafe.
I think he's actually really mad. Like, real angry. Like, I think he doesn't like him.
It's all good to me. Beat him up. There it is. Bad blood. So we're going to add another match. There's going to be 6. They're going to make 6 matches?
Robbie's like, you're better off going to St. Paul's Cathedral. I haven't been, but my mate Marty said it's worth going to visit. Like that stuff. That's what I'm talking, Robbie, right? Like the old stuff like that. Like Buckingham Palace would be cool. I mean, pictures just don't do it justice, right? So you want to see it in person at least once. But there's so much other things to see that I would rather do that kind of stuff. Tour the old churches and shit. Fuck. That would be phenomenal.
Where the Vikings landed.
Like, there's just so many other things. Like, I'm not a city person when it comes to stuff. Like, I could give a shit and care less. But I do like architecture. And, you know, and the architecture there is very, very old.
Cannon.
She does have a cannon.
Uh-oh.
Robbie thinks that Cody deserves to get his ass kicked because he's such a waster. Well, that's not very nice.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
They're saying it really fast, so it's weird. Usually he gives them more time to say what's up. Awesome truth. They're coming out, but we're going to get rid of them because we want to show stupid crap of nothing.
Jerseys over 3, hon.
Ooh.
Could have been on sale yesterday. Could have got it for cheap. But I wouldn't have known he was going to die.
Right. Nobody had that prediction. Blop, blop. Or he says, what really has Cody achieved that's rememberable since his return to WWE?
Ooh, he beat Roman Reigns, the longest reigning 2-belt champion of all time. 2-belt error.
There you go. That's it, Robbie. Now you know.
At WrestleMania, in the real main event. He did have help, by the way, which was dumb. They should have done it clean, but...
Right.
Hey, the Dolphins scored. Oh, Lions scored. So the Seahawks scored that touchdown. The Lions scored a touchdown.
Not surprising.
Got her pregnant.
Wow. Was only gone for like a little bit. All right. Robbie says no one really cares about that too tough. Why? Why don't they care? I think they care, Robbie. I think you care. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, what does? Boring.
Boring. Foosball.
All the foos.
It's really unboring if you think about it. $32 minutes.
Robbie says, so say for example, if you was going to get back into wrestling, would you be like, oh, Cody is back in WWE, I must watch it? I'm not sure you would. That's funny.
Right?
That's hilarious.
So it's 600. And there's 31 minutes left, so it'll go up.
Oh, yeah.
When everybody starts panicking because they want it.
Mm-hmm. Did you listen to what I said that Ravi said?
I didn't.
Okay. So he said that Cody stuff achieved this rememberable. So he said, so say for example, if you were going to get back into wrestling, would you be like, oh, Cody is back in WWE, I must watch it? I'm not sure you would. Like, would he be a draw, is what he's trying to say.
No, the only one that's a draw is Punk. That's out there. You got Brock, obviously. He's a huge draw. You got CM Punk that are around still. I mean, hypothetically, I'm going to throw one out there even though it'd make me sick. Shawn Michaels decides to wrestle again. Like, it would bring fans back. People would start watching it just to see his run.
Right.
How the hell do we miss that?
They didn't show him come out.
They didn't show the witch.
They didn't show her come out at all. They just showed this. They just brought it back, and that's what you saw.
Uh-huh. Hey, out.
Robbie's like the Miz with a risky outfit. Sure. He's wearing his normal stuff. He's just wearing a shirt instead. Truth. Oh, God.
Uh-oh. Drops him. Drops him like, uh-oh.
He's going to do
He grew up watching John
the
Cena.
5-knuckle shuffle. Honoring the legend. Honoring? He thinks he is the legend. Oh, no. He got him. Oh. He couldn't quite.
Karrion Kross is over there barking at Miz's ear. Big Cross looking at him, talking to him.
Oh.
Because he wants Miz. Is he the wizard?
Yeah.
The witch, or is Paul Ellering the wizard?
I'm not sure. Maybe he's the wizard. I'm not sure who R-Truth was saying was the wizard.
Right.
I mean, because he is in there, so I'm not sure who he considers. Did Paul Ellering do, like, magic stuff or something when he wrestled before? I feel like he would play off of something they've done. So I guess maybe
so
Cross.
The TikToks.
Because of what he's done before, I'm guessing. I don't know. Robbie says, Truth felt the truth from The Miz and left. Now that's why you should get back into wrestling. Okay. Pico's like, oh no, say it ain't so. What is it? What are we saying that's not so?
Say it ain't so.
What's happening, Picola? Oh no. Wee. Oh, Truth, you better go get your buddy tagged in there.
There it is. Hot tag. This AOP should be one of the top tag teams.
Oh no, he kicked our Truth.
Yeah.
No.
Well, it's because Karrion Kross has been barking at him.
Aww. No, why would you do that to our Truth?
The man with the silver tongue.
Whatever. Miz is becoming a bad guy again. Oh, I feel bad because our Truth is so fun. Oh, now he's going to get his butt kicked. Who's going to be his savior?
I wonder if he'll join their group.
Miz?
No.
Oh.
R-Truth.
Oh, be part of theirs? Aw, that's just dirty pool, man. Boo, indeed. I guess they needed to have somebody be bad, so they're like, we're going to have you guys be bad. We're going to beat up R-Truth. People love him. No. Oh, poor R-Truth. I was like, well, I had a knock on the door. A little surprise visitor, maybe. Feels like that sucks. Hope it's for a better purpose. I don't know. But that's lame.
I thought The Miz was doing just fine. That's a safety. Huntley's not very good. But you also can't complete a pass if fucking the whole other team's coming at you.
True. We're always like, up next, King Kong versus Godzilla. Sure.
Godzilla wins that every time.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Damn, some of this stuff just goes for a ridiculous amount of money.
Whereas, like, do you not impressed with the main event? Not really.
Dude, it's not even close to a monster. There's one monster. There's no way that dude benches 600 pounds.
No.
I guarantee it. And
if he does, it's like, what? Maybe a half a one?
Well, his arms.
I can lift it. It's fine.
Like, he just gets it off the machine.
Basically, yeah. I could totally bench 600 pounds. Sure, buddy. Sure. Feels like if I were scare pranked, I probably would shit my pants.
Yeah, some of those are absolutely legit.
Why?
Because your friends are in on it.
There you go.
So they already kind of know your fear.
Oh.
And then they play around it and then amplify it because they're scared too.
Mm-hmm. Rose D, you would agree that it's better than some small guys main eventing?
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
That's funny. Don't get too caught up in it, Travis.
I'm not. I just look at stuff. They don't have video game stuff on here, or I would probably bid on it.
Yeah.
There's like a Hulk Hogan signed WWF game, Nintendo game.
Oh.
And I was like, fuck, I might. But it's not due for a few more days.
Right. Like to start the bid?
I mean, I could probably bid on it now, but it wouldn't end for a few more days. I don't bid at the beginning.
Yeah.
Except with that Zelina Vega one. I just did it so I could remember where it was.
Right.
There's that chair.
Mm-hmm.
Get a couple of those. Door shows in them.
Right. What guy are you talking about, Ravi? The guy that you're asking can beat Gunther? Or Gunther, or whatever the fuck.
Sammy?
Yeah, totally.
The only reason that's really a rivalry is because of the 70s.
Mm.
C-Dub. That's probably who.
Mm. Connecting people through wrestling's in our chat. Hi, connecting people. We see you in your audiences quite a bit of the shows.
We saw you just the other
Some
day
people
behind the people, the announcers.
Yeah,
Remember?
yeah.
He's right there.
One of your people or you. Well, it's good to see you in our chat. It says just saying aloha. It's been a while. Yeah, it has, but we've been watching for you.
We've seen your sign.
Robbie says it's not gonna be Gunther, mate Ludwig, is it? Maybe. Connecting says that was Zora and Matt. Ah, okay, nice. Yeah, we've seen quite a few of your people. That's awesome. Pickle says, what in the world is a Donnybrook anyways? I don't know.
I don't know. Donnybrook, isn't that a creek?
Yeah.
Brook? Donnybrook?
No. Right. Connecting says, I've been in Chicago for the last year. Life got interesting.
Ah.
It sounds like it, actually. Well, hopefully, even though it was interesting, hopefully it was good. A good interesting. Let's put it that way.
What you doing in Chicago?
Chicago. You there for like work or family stuff, or are you just there? Ravi says, no, D. I was talking about the guy that was eyeing up the title on Gunther after the interview lady left. Oh, yeah, Braun Breaker. Yeah. Ravi's like, LOL. What is it, Ravi? What are we laughing about? What's so funny?
Here it comes. Main event.
The Steiner boy? He's related to the Steiners.
Braun Steiner. Hey, look. It just says Bronson Reed now. On his sign it still said it, but down here it said Bronson Reed.
Oh. That's probably good because it's weird. Oh, she still is introducing him as Big Bronson Reed.
That's her job, but... So is he the Godzilla then? Because he's got spikes on his back?
I don't know. Yeah, he's supposed to be. I guess. I'm not sure.
But King Kong's smaller than Godzilla.
He is.
Braun has to win this, right?
I don't know, dude. I would think so, but after all the other ones they've done, he's basically gotten his ass kicked for no reasons. They haven't even really came out, quote unquote, even.
Oh, God, he's going to run. Oh. I just don't want to see him run around the ring and tackle Bronson Reed.
Right?
Oh.
Robbie says, get ready for close-up of Braun sweating and spitting over his beard at himself. And don't forget about the choo-choo train. I know, right, Robbie? It's just like, oh, my God. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know who's telling you to do this stuff, but you shouldn't. Like, it's a big fat no.
Like, please do not do the choo-choo train. Remember when they used to actually play the train music when he would start running? Like they had it on standby and they push it and they would play train music.
Oh yeah, they did. That's true. Oh my goodness. Right. Connecting says, it's a long, long story, to be honest. I went through some transitions, some desirable, some less. All necessary, I've learned. Right. I went through some loss, but I gained more than I ever thought I had, so I'm okay.
Perfect.
Sounds
well said.
Very, yes. Sounds like a lot of growth and learning in that whole situation. Yep. Oh. It's unfortunate that life does bring us things like that, but as long as you're looking at the optimism of what you've learned in the situations and what you went through. Yep. I mean, all reality, like, are we expecting him to win? I am kind of curious. He had to get up on the steps to get him up there because he's too heavy. Oh, look, they let it break this time.
They couldn't stop it. That's a lot of weight there. But yeah. I mean, they still have the tape on it.
It did. That's funny. Rob is like, Braun, when he runs, he like the school bully. They should have played circus clown music when he does.
Right.
Well, that, and he just has bad knees, and so it just looks goofy when he runs. It's not elegant. Let's put it that way. It's not like he elegantly runs.
Right. Yeah. And he ain't out there looking like Usain Bolt.
And now another one does it too, and so it's just weird that you have two wrestlers that do the running around stuff.
They're both bronze.
Yeah, and they're both bronze, and you're just like, dude, stop. And one of them's like a foot taller than the other one, basically.
Yeah, but one's super fast.
All right, yeah. Well, that's what I mean. He can run and he's fine, but...
Mm-hmm. Until he tears something, turn in a corner. Then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
He runs at 23 miles an hour. He bounces off the ropes and hits it at 23 miles per hour. He is so good at jumping off the ropes.
Oh. Connecting says, I arrived in Chicago at 5 a.m. without a plan on where I was going to stay or how I was going to feed myself. I ended up connecting with someone a few hours later, and they offered me a job. Wow.
Boom.
Manifestations, my friend. Manifestations. That's awesome and mean at the same time. It's like, oh, I have a brother. Yeah, but does he have time? And if he did, he'd be here. Oh, jeez. I was like, oh, elegant. Oh, how are you expecting Braun to be elegant at running? I'm surprised the ground doesn't shake as he runs. So elegant in the way that he doesn't look like he has excessive hip and knee issues. Okay, he doesn't look like he's like this 75-year-old man trying to run with all these arthritis problems. That's what I mean by elegant. Like, he actually can run. That's the hard part about Braun Strowman. He's just, his body isn't made for running. And so it's gross that they make him do it.
This quarterback's just not the greatest quarterback I've ever seen.
What?
But I don't know what you expect.
Their backup to the backup to the backup wasn't that good, Travis?
Isn't there 11 minutes on?
11 seconds.
That's the other game.
I'm like, no, there's nothing left of this one. The other one has some time left. Quite a bit, actually.
That's what I was saying. Like 11 minutes left.
Connecting says, if you use Instagram, I'd love to know what you think of the hats I posted today. We do use Instagram, actually. I don't know if we're following you.
We're Wrestling Gab, obviously, on there if you want to find us. And then we can find you from that.
Yeah.
Unless you can do it.
Or you can, I'm pretty sure, I don't know.
We don't really do a lot on Instagram.
We don't. I don't really
but we have
post a lot of stuff on there or anything.
last monster standing match. Braun can barely get up. Oh, look at this. No way. He's not strong enough to pick up Braun. Look at this. It's a Darby Allin.
Oh.
The Darby Allin setup.
Look at him. He's all weird.
Oh, he broke the chairs.
Jesus. Did you see him just running the
I
ring?
Couldn't help but see it, yes.
Good God. Like,
And Bronson didn't even move.
he's like having a heart attack.
Then he just hit the cameraman with the chair.
My God. Ravi's like, oh, 75-year-old Mandy. And Ravi's like, they both are very limited in what they both can do. Oh, of course they are.
Very.
Connecting says, I just see all your cool hats in the background. Yeah, those are all Travis hats.
One fell.
Did you? Oh, yeah.
Is it on the floor?
Better not be. I thought you picked it up. It's right there. It's your dolphin one, isn't it? Or no, it's up there. Up that.
Oh, yeah.
Up right there. The other wrestling gab one that we made.
Do I look cool?
Totally cool. Ravi says Dee leaves her phone at home or in the car, so why would she post anything? Are you on Instagram? Are you just connecting people?
Uh-oh. Big right hand. He was going to hit him with a chair. They're up on that stage, that ramp area. Oh, again with a chair shot.
Connecting people through wrestling? Perfect. Found you.
Whack.
Well, we'll follow you.
That was
There
a
we
Hulk
go.
Hogan style chair swing right there. Very soft. Uh-oh. There's a table set up. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Bronson's going to pick him up and put him through that table.
Those are some nice hats.
Oh, no, they won't do that table.
That's how they did their hats.
That's really cool.
I gave you a quick follow there, Connecting. Ravi says Dee leaves her phone at home or in the car, so why would she post anything? I just don't. I'm just not. I'm not connected to my phone quite like that, Ravi. Ravi says in the 90s, 2000s, this match would have been one to watch, but not now.
Well, he's up. Braun's not up yet, though. He's up on 1 foot. How many feet do you need up? Oh, wow. God, he threw his ass over the top of the barrier right there.
Mm-hmm.
Braun's exhausted. So why is Bronson Reed knocked out, I wonder?
I don't know.
There it is. He's up. How much time we got? Still got 10 minutes. Oh, commercial break.
Oh,
A
not the commercial
surprise
break, right when they were
break.
like gurring at each other.
They're like, we're just going to throw it out there.
Ah. I don't know. What is it?
What's going on here?
What the heck is going on here? Yeah. Oh, God. On his face. It's terrifying.
Is it smile?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. How do you stop
Smile
it?
to the Wrath of Khan.
The guy's like, I need some oxygen, people. I ran a lot.
Did he? No.
Yeah, no. He said he got him. I believe that he got him. He said so. So, pretty sure. Rob is like, you follow many people on IG? Travis went in and followed almost every wrestler.
Well, I tried to so I could see what they were doing because they post different pictures on there than they do other sites.
Yes, and then I unfollowed one person.
Or more.
I didn't unfollow the other one. I wanted to, but I decided not to. I've only actually unfollowed one. The one I told you. The other one I wanted to unfollow, I was like, it's fine.
I am 6 minutes away from owning Elektra Lopez.
Cool. What kind of ownership? What is hers again? A poster or something?
Yeah, just probably an 8x10, I would assume.
Yeah, an 8x10 photo signed. Nice.
I'm going to need some 8x10 frames.
Right. Robbie says, my man Bronson, his back is fucked. Yeah, from being thrown into stuff. What kind of frames? Do you want to be fancy frames or just like plain like black ones? Or
plain could be.
Okay. The dollar store might have something then that would work.
Because I just have the one. I have Braun Strowman right now. Now if Jackie Redmond, I did win, so it's coming. And then this one I don't know yet.
Right.
There's a good possibility I won't win this one.
Right. Oh no!
Oh shit!
Through a barricade.
Barricade.
It's a good thing we came back from that commercial break.
There's a Big Show one that's relatively cheap right now.
Ew.
Yeah, but it's like a cartoon. It reminds me of the Jetsons.
Oh.
But it's unsigned.
Oh, that's funny. And weird.
Meet George Jetson. His son Elroy.
Does it say his wife next or his daughter? His wife, Judy?
Right. I don't remember the daughter's name.
Me neither. It's the only one I can never remember. Not the security barrier.
Dog Astro.
Robin says, Dia, I bet they are really upset you unfollowed them. I highly doubt it. They don't care. That's why I don't care.
See, I'd like that for the game room. And it's cheaper tonight than it was last night. It went for $155 yesterday.
Oh.
It's not
so
the
they
same.
just have multiples of everything?
Yeah, they probably got them signed like in a group.
That's weird, but okay.
But it's 126.
That's a lot. I mean, I get it.
Yeah, but it's a Hulk Hogan shirt in a frame.
Right.
And autograph.
Yeah, I get it. It's just
I'm not buying it. I'm just saying.
Oh no, they've got people there because of that guy got hurt. So now it's all distraction. So that Reed can do his things, I
Here
guess.
it is. This is his finisher.
Oh, what's happening? Oh no! Oh, he got him.
Where's the referee? He should be counting.
He wants him in there. Get in here. You need to start counting, sir. Connecting's like, you guys are fun. Well, we enjoy seeing your sign in the audience.
Yes.
We look for it every time we watch. We try to see it. Try to point it out. Piccola tries to point it out. One of our mods. We try to point it out while we're watching. Rob is like, WWE always loved to make the big guy fight the security. That makes me laugh.
Braun Strowman's going to lose this.
I don't know if they're really doing anything with security. All the security's on the outside worried about some guy who was behind the barricade and got his knee bonked. So, I don't know what's happening completely.
Oh, security's getting beat up.
Oh, there it is. We messed it. Now it's there. Rob is like, didn't the Jetsons have a robot in the show? Yeah, she was a maid.
Uh-huh.
Their robot was the maid. Piccolo's like, everyone has died. Oh God, Piccola, no. What are you talking about? Who else is
Postman
dead?
Pierce is pissed.
Oh, he's mad. Don't touch the security. Oh, now he's touching Pierce. Oh, no. Be careful, Jordan. He's like, okay, everybody go over there and get him.
I don't have a neck, so...
Yeah, he can't do anything physical.
Braun Strowman's just going to take them all out.
Oh, no. Robbie's like, I wouldn't go that far saying D is fun. Thanks, Robbie. You're so sweet. Appreciate you being such a douche. Good for you.
That's a huge human being. He just wiped them all out.
That's where everyone died. That's
Look at
good.
this.
Robbie's like, Cole, are you enjoying this match?
The guy he landed on, he like clotheslines him, right?
They're like,
there.
oh, God.
And then
yeah.
he, right into the corner of the desk, but then he's like, you okay? He's like, yeah. He's talking to him. You okay? He's like, yeah.
He might have a bruise, but he'll be fine.
Well, it's just dangerous how the tables...
Yeah, because those stupid...
And he hit like
it's
that.
because those stupid stairs are there.
Yeah.
Why didn't somebody move that? So it fell all the way down. Oh, Reed's getting up, so of course. He's going to step on people.
Oh, God.
That guy's like,
I
I
don't
think
know
my
how he's
sternum
gonna
is
get up.
broken.
I don't think he can get up. In the angle that he is, I think he just realized that. Poor knee. Dude's like, oh, God.
I'm broken. Feels like rip security guards.
Yeah.
Robbie's like, D, respect you. Right, buddy. Sure, Robbie. Oh, no, he ripped his shirt. He means business now, bitches. He should have stuck his thumb up his butt.
What do they say? Shawah.
Right. It's just prone right there. Should have just taken his thumb and just went boop. Oh, shit. 1, 2, 12, up to the top.
Braun, no.
Please, Braun, go up there so we can watch you fall down.
Thank you. That's a dumb idea.
He's like, I can't do it. He's like, I'm too tired.
NXT on the C-Dub starting tomorrow.
Wow. Good God.
Uh-oh. See? That's how Braun's going to lose.
My God. I was like, what the heck? The ring broke. Wow.
Dude,
Great.
it's 41 points. Bloop. Touchdown.
Jesus.
That's how you do
Go
it.
Lions. Who's it going to be?
The time is over. So they're either going over or they're going to black it out here.
Or we are a little bit behind. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We're a bit behind. Oh, no.
We knew that was coming.
The ring totally broke with all of them.
The referee flinged
The referee is out. He can't even do anything. Is Seth going to be the guy who comes down and counts? So many people are saying he's back. So.
In there?
Uh-huh. Yeah. Robbie said it.
Oh.
Sure. That's it. That's the reason. Come on, ref. Start counting.
I think that's my goal weight, 750.
Nice. Uh-huh.
What was that? Bronson's going to get his ass whooped because that's who put out Seth. That's weird, though. I want Braun to win by cheating.
Oh, my.
They did it.
They did it. Robbie's like, Seth back, bitches. And Pico's like, whoa, guess who's back? Pico's like, a little bit of redemption by the Drip King. Robbie's like...
Yeah, but you don't need a redemption in this match. Do it on your own time.
Right? He took advantage of the situation.
So that's going to be his first feud.
I guess.
Bronson.
Robbie's excited about that ending, though.
It's one of the better endings in sports.
One of the better ones. All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. If you're an NXT fan, don't forget, NXT is going to be on the CW tomorrow, starting tomorrow. And we'll be back on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite and then SmackDown on Friday. Don't forget that the Bad Blood pay-per-view is this coming Saturday. And it starts a little bit earlier than their normal pay-per-views. So just be aware of that.
6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. Also, don't forget, Raw next week will only be 2 hours. Bravi will get to bed early. All right, everybody. Thanks again for hanging out with us. We really appreciate all of you.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.